and I recently bought our first home, and my mom had this flooring in her garage. We couldn't pass it up. It was free, and honestly, it was really pretty. We started taking up the laminate, saved this pack that was in decent shape, but then under that we found another floor. Then we ripped that up and found another floor. The house was originally built in like 1910, so I can only imagine how old some of this stuff is. Underneath this is actually another solid layer of wood, but I didn't feel like ripping up all these boards, so we decided to put our laminate on top of that. Anyway, here's us putting the new floor on. It's really easy. You just kind of like mallet it into place until everything's smooth, and here's the floor pretty much done. Since the room was already empty, we decided to just finish off. Here's Babe getting ready to paint the ceiling. There was tons of greens and blues, so it took a few coats, but she did a really good job making it all white again. We didn't care about the walls because we're painting those next. We patched the walls with this stuff that goes on pink and dries white. Then we sanded everything down flat, which made a huge mess even with that bag attached, so we just tore up the tarp and vacuumed everything. Then we taped off the ceiling and got our paint ready. It's like a light gray color. Babe did a really good job edging everything out, and then we went in with the rollers to fill it all in. And here it is after we finished the first coat. Next I tried like scrubbing the door because it was really dirty, but we're just going to hit it with a coat of paint. We went back and did a second coat on all the edges, and I think we ended up using 3 coats on the walls. Then we were done painting, so we pulled the tape off and decided to move on to the molding and the baseboards. We did end up coming back and adding nails to some of the longer boards that were like worked and stuff, but most of them didn't need them. Then we shut off the power and decided to try our hand at electrical, because a lot of these switches were old and like just had layers and layers of paint on them. Honestly, I watched one video about changing a light switch and one video about changing a light fixture, and it seemed simple enough, so we just went for it. We did triple check that the power was off before we started messing with the nail-lease wires, though. We're swapping out all the switches and outlets for black ones because it'll tie in the light fixture at the end. Plus, they just look modern and really nice, in my opinion. We had to go back because our light fixture was way smaller than the old one, but here's me installing the new one. Not gonna lie, I'm only 5'3", so this sucked. Anyways, that's it. We tore up the tarps and vacuumed one more time because it was pretty messy. Here's literally the only before picture that I remembered to take, and here's an after.